So we're out of next performer, Linda Ray.
I'm so excited to see you and see all your faces, and mostly I'm dying to see your feet. Show me your feet, everybody. All right, everybody look at everybody's feet. We haven't seen feet in forever. Oh my God, that's just adorable, your feet. We've seen a lot of faces though, right? We've been on Zoom, been on Facebook. What's in a name? Facebook. Faces, we see those all the time. One day during COVID, I got just bored enough to sign up for Facebook Match. Anybody know what that is? Facebook Match? Well, they send you people every day. They send you profiles of people they think would like to date you, which I think is just so much fun. But the best thing about it is it's really efficient. You know, like how on Tinder you have to swipe left. On Facebook, all you ever have to do is hit the X. Hit X, 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 X. I can get through 100 in 5 minutes. You know how? Everybody is too old, too young, or 200 miles away. I mean, Facebook, what is it? I literally spent minutes in that profile telling you who I might like to meet, and look at what you send me. I have to say they're adorable, though. More faces. You look at profile pictures on like a dating app of any kind, and they show you what they want you to know about them, right? Like this one guy totally won my heart with a concrete mixer truck. It was the biggest thing I'd ever seen. It had a big yellow barrel to mix the concrete, and in order to get the whole thing in his photograph, he had to be only this high, so I couldn't even see his face, but he made a really big impression on me, I tell you. And then I'll tell you what confuses me is when guys use their wedding pictures. I'm so confused. Now, are you looking for a threesome? You know, in which case that's I'm not into that so much, but otherwise I'm just confused, okay? So, but here's another favorite one, and then I'll let you go. I mean, I could go on all day, but there was this guy with this chainsaw, and it was a big honking chainsaw, and I said to myself, you know, that is so not my kink. That is not even a little bit hot for me. And besides, there's already this guy over here with this big concrete truck. If we're looking for size, you know, that'll do it. I should tell you, my pronouns are she and her, and I learned that from Zoom. I'm so excited. I've been taking all these online classes, and I have a lot of 20-somethings in my classes. They're so cool about gender. I mean, they're just very relaxed, and it's just part of the conversation, no biggie. And I already knew that because my granddaughter's 24. And like this a couple months ago, we were riding in the car. We were going out for coffee. I was driving. I was stuck at a light. And I looked over and I noticed she was texting, like she was really angry. And she's very level. You know, she doesn't do this often. She was texting. So I was trying to be chill about it. And I said, day trading, sweetie? And she said, no, it's just this guy. He thinks I can't be asexual. And I thought, you know, this has not come up before, but how cool she feels comfortable talking about a non-binary, you know, that she's still over there going like crazy, and then she says, he says I have to like either girls or boys. Okay, now I'm annoyed. So I said to her, why don't you tell him to freaking Google it? This is grandma time. You know? Let's get real here. It's so funny. She's so funny. I'll tell you what, they do have boundaries, though. She's got boundaries, because a little bit after that, I had another conversation with her. When I grew up, when I was a girl, we only ever really heard about two genders, and we were supposed to get married, and we were supposed to be virgins when we got married. And I just went along with it. I had no interest in sex with women or men, either one for that matter. And so I told her, I said, you know, in fact, I think I didn't have my first orgasm till about a year after I left your grandfather. And it turns out I really love having sex with men. And she looked so abashed. She said, Grandma, that is too much information. Okay, now we know the boundaries. So it's true, I really do love sex with men. But it's a little hard to come by at my age. it's a little hard to come by. And so I think it was maybe in 2018 and a half, something like that, my girlfriend Louise and I signed up for a dating service, especially for older folks, theoretically people like us. Now, some of you may know Mo Urban. She's such a smart ass and I love her to bits. She says they ought to call it Out of Time, to which I say, really? I don't think so, girlie. But it is, it is a little hard to come by. So we signed up for this dating service, and the questions are a little bit awkward, like particularly the one that says, would you have sex on the first date? Well, yeah, of course. Isn't that the point? But then it does kind of raise the question. It's like, oh my God, somebody's going to see my underwear. I'm wearing Spanx. Do I need to get a thong? And then I just thanked God that the answer wasn't depends. At least I'm not there yet, right? But I did kind of figure we ought to study up a little. So I got this book. I just found this book at a used bookstore. It's called How to Make Love Like a Porn Star. She should know, right? And I wrote her name down on a piece of paper because I knew I was going to forget it. But maybe you know Jenna Jameson. Have you heard of Jenna Jameson? Cool, right? She was the only porn star we knew before Stormy Daniels. Anyway, she's got it going on. The illustrations were really disappointing, I'm sorry to say, but the good parts were really good. The takeaway, though, is this. It was her job, and she kind of makes it sound like work. Having sex like a porn star is work. That's why you get paid a lot of money for it. And I've been retired for 15 years, So I'm thinking I would rather make love more like, say, a Mediterranean cruise. So, doesn't that sound like more fun? Yeah, that's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. But the funny thing was, Louise, my friend Louise had it all figured out. We were having wine the other day. She's saying, well, I have to tell you, nothing ever came of our time, and part of it is COVID got in the way. But Louise says, Linda Ray, she says, I think I know what the problem is. She said, I think it's body image. It's the problem. And then she starts going like this. She says, we're all feeling like that big balloon at the used car lot. We're all flopping where we want to pop, And I'm not just talking about the man. And I had to say, she's got a point, but the funny thing is, it reminded me of when Louise and I used to go marching up even on the Capitol for the Equal Rights Amendment in the 70s, and we were feminists, and we did not wear bras for the whole decade. I was in heaven because I've always been a flat-chested girl, But I'll tell you when we started wearing bras again, if you're wondering. We started to flop. Hello? Like we wanted to pop. Now everybody else at this point is going, oh, poor me, poor me. I'm wearing a bra for the first time in my life. I have cleavage. I want to Snapchat all those boys who ignored me in high school. I'm a happy girl, That was fun. So that reminds me of this one other thing. I don't know, and it doesn't sound related, but it is. Did you all hear about what was her name? I wrote her name down. The tidy lady, the tidy up lady. Her name was. Oh, it must be in the other pocket. You know who I mean, though. The tidying up. Marie Kondo. That's it. Marie Kondo. You know what I'm talking about. That is an elaborate thing. Once you get into Marie Kondo, it's not a joke. So my daughter got completely into this, and bless her heart, we spent a really sweet day. She came over to my house and helped me sort my joy. And it was a beautiful day. And I remember I was folding my socks in thirds and standing them up on end in my sock drawer. And all of a sudden, from the other side of the room, she goes, "Mom!" And I turned over and looked. She was in my lingerie drawer. And I said to myself, thank God I found a better place to hide that vibrator. You know, that she might never be able to unsee that. You know what I'm saying? She says, Mom, all this needs to go. You need all new lingerie. Okay, well, she's not wrong, okay? But we have different perspectives. She wears her lingerie until her boyfriend gets bored with it, okay? I wear my lingerie until it wears the heck out. I am a frugal person, okay? I read those Victoria's Secret emails, 5% off a $240 bra. I don't think so. I'd have to cash out a freaking Social Security check to buy all new lingerie. That is never gonna happen. Did I mention I didn't buy a new car until my old one got stolen? And then I bought another old car. You know, this is not something I'm gonna do. So I just kind of walked over, because it was a sweet thought, you know. I put my arm around her. I said, honey, could you maybe just do your Marie Kondo thing? You know, you could organize everything chromatically from the dingiest to the least dingy. And then it would kind of be like tree rings, right? It'd be tree rings. It'd be precious to me that you did that. And anyway, sweetheart, that may be all your mom ever knows about 50 Shades of Grey. Right there in my lingerie drawer. Thank you very much. I love you all. Thanks for coming out. What a great crowd. Yeah. And I love your feet.